Guys, this is Almost Expert Wrestling. We're coming to you with WrestleMania 34 predictions. As the time of this posting, we already got the NXT predictions and the Hall of Fame video up. We're just gonna skip this intro, get right into it. Give our predictions for each match on the card, including a bonus one at the end. So I'm gonna have Kyle take this away. First match we're gonna be predicting is the Cruiserweight Championship match between Mustafa Ali. I sound like Angle. Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. Take it away, Kyle.
All right, so kicking off WrestleMania 34, where predictions is going to be Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I mean, everybody knows what's been going on. Well, everybody who watches 205 Live, all 205 people. But anyways, that are in the arena. But now we have Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali, two baby faces that are going at it. Really, two of the guys that have been with 205 Live since the very start. And they made it all the way through the 16-man tournament and have gotten here. Short and sweet, my prediction is Cedric Alexander to win. I feel like he's carried the Cruiserweight division for a very long time and connect with the audience pretty well. It's going to be cool to see him take the strap and hopefully run away with it and have a really good run there and build up 205 Live as it already has. But who knows? I mean, Mustafa could be a great pick, too. I'm very torn on it. I think that either one could do well, but I just think Cedric has that little bit of an edge. So that's easy for me.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to keep mine short as well with this. I'm going to agree with you. It seems like Cedric is the safe bet here. Mainly because, like you said, he connects with the audience pretty well compared to the other cruiserweights. He just does. He has that part of him, and I'm just going to go ahead and agree with you, Cedric Alexander. Alright, next match we're predicting is the first ever WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, Fabulous Moolah, and I'll kick this one off. This one was, this is my catchphrase by now, but I always say this was kind of a tough pick. And it was. There are obviously a lot of choices here, and just like I said in the last pick, I went with a safe bet. A safe bet on this one. I, first of all, don't think that'll be either Bayley or Sasha Banks. I don't see that happening whatsoever. They're going to end up getting each other eliminated somehow, some way, building on a feud. That's how it works. But the pick I'm going to go with is from SmackDown, Becky Lynch. This, win for her. Obviously, this wouldn't be why she'd win, but this would be a huge win for her. She really needs that something to get back on track in the women's division on SmackDown Live, and I think this would do it. I think she is the right pick for this one. I also, we're not going to go with secondary or third choices, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was some shocker in this match as a winner. It could be somebody from NXT or somebody who's fairly new on the main roster, such as Mandy Rose or it's Sonya Deville. So either way, I'm just going to go with Becky Lynch on this one. And what do you got, Kyle?
Right, and you're right about this match. 14 women currently announced, and that's a good pick. I mean, that's somebody that really slipped my mind was Becky. I mean, you're absolutely right. Because if you look at all the women from the women's revolution, such as Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley, they've all gotten their moments. Becky, yeah, she won the SmackDown women's title, but didn't have a long reign. I just agree with your pick. I think it's a good pick, but it's not my pick. But for me, you actually just mentioned her. I picked Sonya Deville to actually win this match. I feel like they want to make somebody new and fresh take a victory. I think it would really push Absolution as a dominant force on Raw. Just because over the past couple weeks, they've really just kind of jobbed out to bigger talent. I feel like they haven't gotten the correct exposure that they deserve. They haven't gotten the wins. They haven't gotten the top moments. They've been in the top matches, but haven't really came out with the victories. And I feel like Sonya has so much more potential than Mandy Rose. Just really Sonya. She's really sold on me. I feel like she's doing a really good job, and she could really get this big pivotal win. And I feel like it would be a way to usher in her new era and Absolution's new era. So, out of the box pick, but it's a battle royal. It's meant to be that way. We're going to move on to the other battle royal, the Andre the Giant Men's Memorial Battle Royal. This features 14 superstars currently. There could be a few surprises, a few returns, a few additions. And overall, very underwhelming cast in this match, you can say. I mean, you have your top guys such as Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, to name a few. But at the same time, you have a lot of mid-carders, low-on-the-card guys such as Primo and Ty Dillinger, Zack Ryder. But overall, it should be pretty cool. I mean, I definitely expect them to add a few names. And I just went with a very safe, solid pick, and I went with Dolph Ziggler. A guy that had never gotten a big WrestleMania moment. A guy that I don't even know where he was last year at WrestleMania. I mean, I guess he was in this match. But I feel like it's time for him to finally go over the hump and get a big WrestleMania moment. Just signed a huge contract with WWE not too long ago. I feel like it's his time. I mean, I hope that the Battle Royal actually is what it means and it launches somebody back into the main event scene or launches them. I think it should be for something. I feel like you should earn some sort of title match instead of just a trophy. But it's a safe, solid pick. Matt Hardy could be a good choice as well. But Dolph's going to be my pick. I feel like it's a safe pick. He'll have a good performance. He's good in Battle Royals. Be a good WrestleMania moment for Dolph. So, how about you, Joe? Do you have a prediction for this?
No.
No, just how would it?
No, I'm done. No, I like that pick. That was I was considering that when I was going over all the matches, and at first I was going with Ziggler, but for this one, I went with kind of a shocker. It's somebody who hasn't been announced, and that would be a returning Samoa Joe. And this pick, it was. I definitely had the feelings for the last few weeks that this match could have a returning superstar win it all. Such as Samoa Joe. Another name I thought of was Big Cass, who should be due to return soon, as well as Samoa. But I wasn't going with R-Truth. I wasn't. But definitely. But anyway, back on point. Samoa Joe, been on the shelf for a few months when he lost to in a match versus Bo Dallas on January, and I think that this would definitely revamp him a little bit because at that time I believe he was starting to go in the Intercontinental Championship picture. I could be wrong, but I believe that's where he was headed when he got injured. I just think that this win makes sense. I definitely think that he's going to return in some fashion at Mania, if not the Raw after Mania, but I definitely see him winning this match. It's kind of a shock, I know, but what do you think? You just picked. Anyways, you went with Dolph Ziggler. That's right. I'm used to starting it. Alright. The next match we're going to be discussing is the United States Championship match going on between defending champion Randy Orton defending against Rusev. Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal. I don't know why I blanked on that one. That just goes to show you my interest in this match. But for big names on SmackDown Live, like I said, Orton defending champion, and I'll keep this one short. I'm going with Randy Orton to retain it, simply because he just got it. If you go back and watch any prediction video by AEW, if you want to put yourself through that, in most cases, I go with a new champion to retain. That's just how I've always done it, and it usually works. I don't see him dropping the title. If anything, I see him dropping it to probably as a surprise, Rusev as a shocker, but I don't think that's happening. I think Orton retains. Who do you got in this one, Kyle?
Yeah, that's a good pick, very strong pick. And for me, this is a pretty good match. I mean, it's good to see United States Championship on the WrestleMania card. Been there the past couple years now, and you have 4 very good guys on SmackDown Live. I feel like you can make a case for any of these 4. Just looking at Rusev, he could pull off the surprise victory, as you said, and continue his momentum. Jinder could get a championship after having the WWE title for so long. Bobby Roode could get the championship back. He just lost it not too long ago to Orton, but in the end, I agree with you. Randy Orton is going to retain the United States Championship. You're right. He just won the championship at Fastlane, so it's good. I mean, Orton. It's good to see him floating around in the mid card, battling with these young guys. Well, not young; they're all old, but they're supposed to be young. Orton's supposed to be the veteran here, which he is. But you're right, man. This match is really, really underrated. I feel like Orton's reign has been underrated. He's a good champion, and I really feel like these guys on SmackDown are not giving enough credit. Rusev's over, Jinder's over as a heel, Bobby's over for his theme, and Orton is Orton. So so I'm picking Orton as well. So moving right on here, we got the WWE Women's Championship from Raw. It's defending champion Alexa Bliss is going against Nia Jax, and everybody knows about this feud. Best friends turn bitter enemies, whatever. Should be a good women's championship match. Obviously, the other women's championship match is overshadowing this one a bit. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But for me, I actually picked Nia Jax to come out victorious and win her first ever WWE Women's Championship, overall Women's Championship. And it's pretty short and sweet. Alexa's had the championship for a long time. Nia will pull off this comeback victory, after losing to Asuka a couple times, and finally be on top of Raw. I mean, legitimately, she should. That'll be really good, for her. I mean, you can maybe transition into her face turn. I don't think so. I think she should be a heel champion. Maybe Alexa can move back to SmackDown. We'll get more into that in another video, but yeah, I think it's Nia's time. So, Joe, you can get with your pick. Do you agree with Nia Jax win, or will Alexa Bliss retain? A lot of people are saying Alexa Bliss will retain. This is kind of a 50-50 pick for some. It's your turn. Go ahead.
It's my turn. I agree with your pick. I'm going to go with Nia Jax as well. It seems very obvious to me. Like you said, like this match and every other one, there is always that question of what if. What if it's not the obvious pick? What if it is Alexa Bliss that retains? But once again, going with the safe bet, I think Nia Jax pulls it off. It'll be a very good storytelling win, if that's a good sentence, winning the belt in this kind of storyline. But yeah, I'm going to go with Nia Jax as well, getting her first title on the main roster. First title at all. She never... I could be wrong on that.
No, she was never NXT Women's Champion. Asuka held the belt her whole time there.
That's right. So going with Jax, win her first title.
All right.
And we're going to move right along here. And we're going to be talking about the Raw Tag Team Championship match between the defending champions Sheamus and Cesaro, defending against Braun Strowman and Vacant. Now this one, there's kind of 2 predictions here. We don't necessarily have to be right on who Braun's partner is, but we do have to be right on the winner. And for me, it's very obvious. I definitely see Braun Strowman and his mystery partner winning it. It seems obvious to me because what match have we had a mystery partner in where it fails? I mean, obviously...
I know one, but go on.
Go on and tell me then, Kyle.
Well, a few years back, it was the Wyatt family versus The Shield, and the Shield got returning Chris Jericho as their partner, and they lost. The Shield and Jericho lost. It was Roman, Dean, and Jericho, and they lost to the Y family.
That is actually correct. So I stand corrected. But
go on. Off top. I mean, we're talking about the Y family, so maybe I think Braun was in that match. So we're on the right.
Yeah.
So
well,
Braun was in that match. That's so funny. But so go on your prediction.
That's quacktastic. I'm definitely going with Braun and his mystery partner, who I didn't want to spoil it earlier, but the reason I didn't pick this guy in the Battle Royal is because I think he's returning to be Braun's partner, and that's Big Cass. And I know that's a very weird pairing, but honestly, anyone is a weird pairing with Braun Strowman, with the exception of Bray Wyatt, maybe, but I don't think he's coming back just yet. But I'm going to go with Big Cass as his partner, and they're going to win the Raw Tag Team Championships. And if that's the case, that'll be pretty interesting, pretty entertaining TV. So I'll hand it over to you. Who you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm on pretty much the same page as you. I agree with Braun and his mystery partner winning. I can actually make a case for Sheamus and Cesaro. I can see why people pick them, but I think it's a very low percentage for them. And yeah, Braun Strowman's partner. I mean, you're right. They got returning Big Cass, Bray Wyatt, Big Show has been brought up. I mean, there's a few different guys that can team with them. I don't have like one. You know, I'm sure that a rumor will break it out. I'm sure. I'm not really going to make a prediction on that. I just predicted Braun and Bray Wyatt, Big Show, Big Cass, Earl Hebner. I don't know.
Big Red.
Big Red. Big Ray. I don't know. Ray Rice. I don't know. Will win. So we'll go with this. Going to get right into things, guys. Now, of course, what we just predict the Raw tag title. Let's switch over to the A show, SmackDown Live, with the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Of course, it's the Usos defending against the New Day, two members of the New Day, against the Bludgeon Brothers, which are Harper and Rowan. So, for me, this was, I feel like you can make a case for all three. I think this is a match you can make a big case for all three, but in the end, I actually picked the Usos to retain. I know like a lot of people are probably going Bludgeon Brothers, a few going New Day. I just think that the Usos have shown so much on top of SmackDown. Really not the past couple weeks. They haven't really been on one showing because they've been injured. But when you think about top guys on the mic, you ever think about the Usos? No. And I feel like they deserve to be thought as that. And I feel like they should be continuing what they've been doing over on SmackDown as the champions. I think Bludgeon Brothers are going to be a really good force for weeks to come, but I just think for now, Usos are going to be the champions. I think New Day are kind of in there as a filler. Could easily do this with Usos and Bludgeon Brothers, but hey, you want to have New Day at Mania? You didn't have them last year at Mania. They were the hosts. Yeah, triple threat tag. I mean, this is a classic WrestleMania match. I don't know if it's going to be turned into anything like a ladder or TLC. Probably not, but this is classic WrestleMania all over at triple threat tag. So I'll quit rambling. My pick's the Usos. Joe, I don't know who you're going to pick, man. This could be a different, but it's all up to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it could be #different. That was a shocking pick to me. Usos. This one is kind of unpredictable, but it is. And it didn't really take me too long to come up with this. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bludgeon Brothers, simply because we have seen them pushed as monster heels the past few months. They've been in their squash matches, and they, at the last pay-per-view Fastlane, destroyed both the Usos and New Day. And the way I see it, if they walk out of this match without those belts, without destroying both of them again, I see them losing credibility. And I don't think that WWE is going to make that mistake right now. Obviously, you never know. But I think that would absolutely kill their momentum, and like really, I don't want to say bury because I don't like to use that, but it will in a way slow down their momentum, and they will never ever be the same again. But yeah, going with the Legend Brothers, take the belts, should be interesting. Been a while since the Legend Brothers have had tag team belts. Been quite a while.
Just an addition to this match, I think a lot of people forget the battles that Harper and Rowan actually had with the Usos in years past. I think that's really forgettable. I forgot about it because it was such a different time. Usos were in a different gimmick. They were in a different gimmick. But, yeah, so next pick, ready?
Oh yeah, I started off next one. This next match I'm looking forward to very much. I don't know about you, but is the Intercontinental Championship triple threat match. Miz defending against Seth Rollins and Finn Balor in a match that I think it's ridiculous this match isn't some sort of stipulation, such as a ladder match, which of all matches on this card, I could see that being a great ladder match between these three, but nonetheless, for this one, I definitely knew from the beginning when this match was announced that I wasn't going with The Miz, and he's coming up on breaking the all-time record with the belt, but I don't see that happening. I'm going to go with, in this match, Seth Rollins to take the Intercontinental Championship. And, the way I see it, I won't be disappointed in this match at all. These are three top guys on Raw, there every week, putting on hell of a match every night. And either way, the belt the belt deserves to be on either three of these guys. And I just see it being Seth Rollins. It's kind of a random pick, but I could see Rollins being a very credible Intercontinental Champion. It'll be his first time with the belt, I believe. He might become a Grand Slam champion after that. Is that the terminology?
Yeah.
But
he's already Triple Crown. So
yeah. So he'll be Grand Slam champ. And I think that'll happen. What do you think?
Right. You know what? That actually kind of caught me off guard a little bit. That is a very, very strong and good pick. And you are 100% right about this match. This is a match that could main event WrestleMania. This is a match that could be for the WWE Championship, the WWE Universal Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, whatever top belt is out there. And, these are your three top guys on Raw. No doubt about that. The three that are there every week battling. We've seen the matches Rollins and Balor put up together. It's outstanding. And but let me get into my pick. I actually have a couple reasonings for my predictions here, but I won't get too into that. But I picked Finn Balor. That was my pick to win this match. I bounced between all three. I really did, because I look at Miz could win. Keep going as Intercontinental Champion, break the record. Then you got Seth Rollins, who's been absolutely outstanding just the past month or so, ever since he broke away from the tag team title scene. He's been so strong. Finn has come back from injury, hasn't gotten his big break yet, and that's why I went with him. I feel like he's the one that, after this match, I feel like Seth Rollins is Universal Championship bound. I said that for a long time to myself. I really feel like he's going to be on his way to that. And Roman, well, I can't spoil my Roman, but him and somebody are going to go for the Universal title against each other. But at the same time, hey, he can win the Intercontinental title and battle against the Universal Champion in that kind of match. Feud. But in the end, I went with Finn. And for The Miz, this is another prediction. I think Miz moves to SmackDown after WrestleMania and goes after the WWE Championship. It's well-deserved for him. But hey, that's a completely different pick that me and Joe will talk about in future videos. But in the end, I feel like Finn Demon Balor, yes, at WrestleMania, will win the Intercontinental Championship, his first Intercontinental Championship, and his third in WWE overall. So Alrighty, we're going to cool things down a little bit. Actually, no, we're not, because we're going to go Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H in a mixed tag team championship. I just pulled a Kurt Angle in a mixed tag title match.
Mixed match challenge.
Right. So, yeah, this is a money match. I mean, this is one of the matches that's making the money at WrestleMania this year. The debut of Ronda Rousey, the return of Kurt Angle, Triple H is wrestling, Stephanie's wrestling. It's so many heads going at it, and this is, out of the 13, 14 matches on the card, this was the easiest to predict on paper. I went with it right away, and I picked Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle to win. I think it's obvious. I think I know how this match is going to go, but hey, it's so cool to see this. I mean, I think that we are not realizing Kurt Angle's back in the ring, man. That's awesome. It's awesome. He went into the Hall of Fame last year. Now he's having his first WrestleMania match since WrestleMania 22 against in the triple threat match with Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. I mean, that's crazy. First WrestleMania match in 12 years, and it's with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey making her debut, and Triple H is going to be there, and he's going to have a cool entrance. And Stephanie McMahon's going to have a cool ring attire, which Joe's going to predict in his prediction.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be so crazy. It's going to be just like a lot of fun. And I think people are giving this match a lot of crap because, what's Ronda doing there? Triple H, he's always losing at Mania. Stephanie's not a wrestler. Angle should be in better. She should be The Rock as her partner. Be happy with what you got. You got Kurt Angle in the ring. I just think that's so awesome, and I'm a little bit too overhyped for the match because it's such a predictable match. Hey, you never know; they could just say hell with it, and Stephanie and Triple H could just fucking win. I don't know, but nonetheless, I'm picking Rousey and Angle. Joe, you can go on with your pick. I'm a little bit too excited about this match.
There is absolutely no way that Triple H and Stephanie are winning this. I'm going with what you said. It's like you said. This is so obvious. You could have told me months ago Rousey's debut match is at Mania. I would have gone with her. Even no matter the match, it's going to be Rousey winning. They've been hyping it as the biggest signing in WWE history, and honestly, it is up there because Rousey is a big draw, money-wise, crowd-wise. And they're not going to have her debut match be a loss. I'm not going to talk about it much longer, any longer, I should say. It's obvious. Rousey and Angle winning at WrestleMania 24. Alright, so the next one. Oh wait, I didn't predict Stephanie's ring attire. I'll be brief on it. I think we'll see something similar to the SummerSlam 2014. Unfortunately, I think there's going to be a lot of coverage, and it is what it is. But it'll be pretty similar, in my opinion. Unfortunately. All right, the next one. We're going to be talking about
into the big matches now.
Yeah, this is the WWE Championship match. I can't believe we're already at the bottom of this prediction, kind of towards the bottom. And, this match, AJ Styles defending against Shinsuke Nakamura in one of the worst build-ups to a championship match at WrestleMania. But the thing is, people are still hyped for it because it's two of the best of the best of the best going at it at Mania. First time in WWE. Many have seen their previous encounter at Wrestle Kingdom a couple years back, including myself, and this will be... It's a candidate for match of the night. A lot of these you could say that for, but this one could steal the show for sure. For this one, I'm going with the safe bet once again. I'm saying new champ Shinsuke Nakamura, and this is the match where if he's going to get the title around him while he's signed to WWE, this is the match to put it on. Styles has been there. He's been on top for a while. He's a two-time champion, I believe. Yeah. WWE champion. As well as US champion, but we know that. But if this is the match to put the belt on Shinsuke, I don't see there being any more waiting for this to happen. I feel like it's inevitable. I think this is the match versus AJ Styles. Somebody who, like I said, this is going to be. I think it will be match of the night. But yeah, I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura, new champ. What do you think, Kyle? There you go.
Yeah, man. I mean, you just really hit the nail on the head many times with that. And yeah, you said the build-up sucks. I agree. It wasn't very good. I mean, they didn't put their hands on each other. You know, they were dealing with Shelton Benjamin and Gable. I mean, I thought it was overall really kind of cheesy. But hey, because they didn't want to turn either guy heel, they wanted to keep the faces, and I think that's okay. And this is a match that really doesn't need any build-up. I mean, we knew about it for a long time. We knew that AJ and Shinsuke were going to go at it eventually. He won the Royal Rumble, I mean, which was an outstanding win. Beat out guys like Cena, Reigns, Rey Mysterio,
the Hurricane.
The Hurricane, yeah, what a big name. Rhino. But, yeah, so, Rhino. But, this is awesome. This is an awesome match. I mean, this is a match that could be the main event of WrestleMania, but it's not going to be. We don't think it's going to be. It's going to be the SmackDown main event. We're just predicting it a little bit earlier, but, man, I mean, the main reasons you just said AJ, that you just said Shinsuke is going to win is so good, but I, on paper, I picked AJ Styles, and that's why I'm sticking with to retain the WWE Championship. A couple reasons are, I feel like this feud can stretch out a little bit. I don't know. I feel like AJ deserves a win, a really, really strong win on the grandest stage of them all. He has paid his dues in WWE. He's won 2 WWE championships. He hasn't gotten that big WrestleMania moment yet. I mean, last year, yeah, he beat Shane. I just feel like he deserves it. He deserves to hold the WWE championship above his head at WrestleMania. He hasn't gotten that big moment with the championship. He's had to sacrifice to John Cena and, Jericho early in his career and Roman, in his first WWE title feud. He's had to. I mean, I know it sucks it has to be Shinsuke. I wish it was like Cena again or Orton, but it's just a guy that I just feel like AJ should win this match. That's just really my opinion. I don't know how people are predicting this. I don't know if Shinsuke is like the really odds-on favorite, but I can't bet against Styles in this match. I just feel like he deserves it so much more than Shinsuke. And believe me, I like Shinsuke. I feel like he could be a great WWE champion, but I don't feel like he could be because in the ring, this guy is fantastic. He's awesome. His kicks are awesome. All that. Just don't know if he can carry SmackDown as champion like AJ can. I could see maybe AJ winning, Shinsuke turning heel. He had a great heel run in Ring of Honor. Or hell, even AJ could go back to heel. We all know about what he can do with that. But in the end, I'm picking AJ to retain the WWE Championship. This is a big one that me and Joe disagree on. This is a very big one, the WWE Championship. Something you don't see very often. It might be the last match in this whole prediction series that we disagree on. So this is going to make or break our predictions. But next is another big one here. We're sticking with SmackDown. We're going to talk about the WWE Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship. Of course, we have Charlotte Flair defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against the Women's Royal Rumble winner, the undefeated Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And this is a big match. This is Charlotte going against Asuka. And Asuka, of course, undefeated in NXT, undefeated on the main roster, undefeated everywhere she's been in WWE. Just absolutely outstanding. She has been fantastic in the ring. My only issue with Asuka is I feel like she's being shoved down our throats on the main roster. I feel like the streak is getting extremely annoying. But hey, I'm not going to let my personal, opinion get into my way of my predictions. But hey, it is. I'm picking Charlotte Flair to win, defend her WWE SmackDown Live Women's Championship successfully and end the streak with Asuka. And as a bonus, I'm predicting Carmella will successfully cash in afterwards. And wow, this is bold. Everybody's eyes just popped up. But anyway, let me get into what I actually think is going to happen in the match. I think it'll be a very even match throughout. These two have never faced each other. We saw them on Mixed Match Challenge, face each other briefly for about 3 minutes. But, yeah, so it's crazy. I just think my predictions are outstandingly crazy. But, hey, you have to eventually go with something out of the box. And Charlotte has been outstanding as women's champion, and I feel like this is time for Asuka to lose. I feel like she cannot build herself in many huge feuds until she finally loses a match. That makes sense. Kind of like once The Undertaker finally lost, hey, his WrestleMania matches actually seem a lot better, even if that's not the case. But still, in this scenario, I feel like Asuka losing will go further for her. And let me get on to what I said about Carmella real quick. Come on, she's going to have to do it. It can't be unsuccessful. It's the very first women's Money in the Bank. She needs to do what many people have never done before and cash in on ever in WrestleMania. I mean, only one guy, Seth Rollins, has ever done that, and how crazy would that be? Because I know the rumors or whatever, but how crazy would it be? An outstanding match that's going to steal the show, 25-minute match, grueling Charlotte finally breaks the streak, beats Asuka, and all of a sudden Carmella hits and actually beats her, wins the championship, and then loses it down the line. It's out of the box. I definitely think Charlotte's going to win. I think I'm sold on that. Carmella one might be a little weird, but you got to go out of the box sometimes. It's WrestleMania, anything. Joe, take it. I don't know how you're going to follow that, but do what you can.
I do know how to follow that. Whoa. That is a shocker as well. I have been since the beginning, and I'm gonna disagree. This is another big one I'm disagreeing with you on. I'm going with Asuka to win this. Once again, hashtag safe bet. Tweet it, everybody. I'm going with Asuka. I don't see, I definitely like your reasoning, though. It might be better if the streak ends, and if anything, at Mania, to someone such as Charlotte. It might be a good thing for Asuka, if anything. It kind of, yada yada. But anyways, I'm going with Asuka to win this, and I don't think that your Carmella prediction's very crazy at all. I definitely think that we're going to see her at least try to cash in. Considering it's Mania, she probably will cash in. Actually succeed to cash in. And, as for if she actually wins the belt, that I don't know. That one's very tough. But wouldn't it be something if Asuka's streak ends as a result of Carmella, of all people, taking the title from her? That would be a WrestleMania moment for sure. But yeah, going with Asuka.
All right.
Next one is what is the next one we're doing?
It's Shane and Brian against Owens and Zayn.
Oh my goodness. The thing is, I have the same order as Kyle, everyone. The reason I paused forever, I wrote down the order and I couldn't even read my damn handwriting. I was like, what kind of match is this? Daniel Bryan making his in-ring return, first time in 3 years? Somewhere around 3 years. This is obvious to me. And, it wasn't for a while, because obviously the stipulation is if Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens lose, or if they win, they get their jobs back, and that obviously means they remain fired should they lose, which is pretty interesting. I like that aspect to it. And for this one, this might be a shock. I'm going with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon to get the victory. One, because Daniel Bryan's in-ring return, you can't have him lose. You just can't. That'll be worse than him being eliminated so fast at Royal Rumble a couple years back. It's worse than that. And secondly, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens remain fired. It's ridiculous to say. Remaining fired isn't as crazy as you think. I definitely see them heading over to Monday Night Raw as a result of this, because them being fired is from SmackDown Live. It doesn't mean WWE. So I think that after the upcoming superstar shakeup, which we assume is happening in a couple weeks, I see them coming over to Raw, invading Raw. Maybe that would be interesting. But yeah, I'm going with Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon. Should be a pretty solid match. It should be interesting to see how Bryan does in there. See if are there any risks taken in his first match back. We'll see what kind of spots they have for him. Who do you got in this one, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this match, what's so cool about this match is to see how Daniel Bryan mixes with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on. I think he might have been in the ring with Kevin Owens like once at WrestleMania 3 years ago in the ladder match, which he won, but he's never been in the ring with Sami Zayn. So I think that's what's extremely interesting about this. I could say hell with Shane. He's seen these guys a bunch of times. So I think it's really interesting about Daniel, how good he's going to be in the ring and how strong he's going to be. And yeah, my prediction here is no matter what happens, whoever wins, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn do move to Raw. If they win, they go. If they lose, they go. But in the end, this one's a tough one, man, because a lot of people I've talked to, a lot of people I've predicted are going with, Daniel Bryan and Shane. And I'm actually not. I picked Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to win. It's like crazy because you're right. Why, his return to New Orleans 4 years after he won the WWE Championship, in the main event. Oh, let's bring him back and then just let have him lose. Not the case necessarily with this. Shane could take the fall. Who knows? But I don't think I think Daniel's going to actually take the fall. But that's my logic. But in this match, I predict that Shane will get taken out at some point in the match for a long period of time due to his recent weeks of injuries, and Daniel will be forced to really battle on his own. And I've even been, some people I've talked to has actually predicted a potential heel turn from one of them guys, either Bryan or McMahon, which would be absolutely insane. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I just think somehow Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are finally going to get their big break. And I think that's something else we're kind of forgetting. These guys deserve a big moment as well, especially Sami Zayn. I mean, Owens was huge last year at Mania, beat Jericho for the United States title. But I don't know. I really like their odds a little bit more than I should because, you're right. The aforementioned return of Daniel Bryan and just, that's such a hard one. But I'm going with Owens and Zayn somehow are going to pull the victory out. And with my additional prediction on them moving to Raw, I predict them to win and then request a trade to Monday Night Raw, which will be granted. Then the feud will finally end. I don't think that the Mania match will mean much for the feud. I think they'll finally win. Bryan will return to the ring, a new general manager, and then Shane will remain commissioner or go out for a while, whatever. But hey, me and Joe, for so many times in this prediction series, we actually disagreed on agreed on a lot of predictions, did not disagree on many. Hey, in this one we actually are disagreeing on a few. But hey, it's the main event. Well, we have a bonus, but it's the main event. Let's agree again. It's like how Roman Reigns and Brock for the WWE Universal Championship in the main event. Presumably, we don't know. I mean, you can make a case for a few other matches, but let's go ahead with this pick. We have Brock Lesnar, who comes in as the Universal Champion, and of course Roman Reigns is coming in. This is a rematch from 3 years ago at WrestleMania. It should be so much fun, though. I really think this match, in people's eyes, they don't want to see it. Oh, it's Brock and Roman. This has gotten the best build. Arguably, I would say the match we just did might be up there. Has arguably gotten the biggest build of any match on the WrestleMania card. And let me get to the obvious prediction. Roman Reigns is going to take the Universal Championship. I think I even said it earlier. I feel like he's going to take the Universal title. Brock's going to go. He's either going to leave the company or depart for a long time. I don't know. I'm not even going to predict that. It's not even worth talking about. I don't like him so much that, he doesn't know I don't like him. He doesn't understand. But
He doesn't know.
He's all confused.
What do you mean?
Chicken, Popeye. But no, but I think this match is really going to be good. I mean, these guys worked well together last WrestleMania that they battled. Just remember Roman pushing Brock into the pole and Brock being busted open, and of course the heist of the century. We all know about that. But in the end, yeah, Roman's going to become Universal Champion. I can cry or weep. He hasn't been a Universal Champion or WWE Champion in years, actually. Last time he became WWE Champion was 2016 when he won at WrestleMania. I told 2 years ago he won the WWE Championship, lost it to Seth Rollins. So, who then lost it to Dean. So, come on, Roman hasn't been the champion in a long time. He can take the WWE Universal title. And I'm cool with that because it'd be anything better than Brock. This feud has been outstanding build-up. Joe, why don't you just go ahead and pick Roman and talk about the match, and then we can get into the bonus.
But wait, what if I don't want to pick Roman? What if, going back to what you were talking about, their last match, like you said, Brock was pushed in the corner, or the, whatever you call it, the post, and was busted open. Fun fact, people, when that happened, Brock saw the blood coming down, and he had no idea what was going on. He didn't know what blood was up to that point. But, anyways, regardless. Yeah, Roman Reigns. He's taking it. It's simple. Brock's leaving in some form. He's at least taking a break. Well, he has for the past year, but he's at least, his contract's ending in a couple days. I think it is Raw is his last contract, last date. And, the news today, when we recorded this, was UFC President Dana White had confirmed that Brock is coming back to UFC at some point. There was no set date for it, but he confirmed he's coming back at some point soon. So that's very interesting, and that just makes it even more obvious. And I'm not going to talk about this match anymore.
Wait, who is coming back at some point?
No, I was talking about Brock going back to UFC.
Okay, yeah, I did see about that. All right.
Yeah, all right. Pay attention. All right, so the next one, I guess I'll introduce it. We're going to do a bonus pick here, and it should be obvious what match we're talking about. And, this is being a bonus one because obviously this isn't on the card, and that is John Cena versus Undertaker. Which...
Wait, I thought we were predicting Kane.
What about Kane?
I thought we were predicting the... Oh, never mind. That's on Pornhub. Okay, go on.
Oh, you were talking about the Kane Invitational. Yeah, where he bends down. Yeah. Yeah.
That's on Pornhub on Monday. Okay, go on.
I don't know what that is. But we got John Cena taking on Undertaker in the Kane the the unconfirmed match. I saw actually today a poster for WrestleMania in New Orleans. Right in the center of it is this match, but it's noted on there that it's not confirmed on the card yet, but it's not official up to this point. And that's true. But this match is going to happen at Mania, which is bizarre. When have we seen a match of this type being impromptu? One of my favorite words. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, especially an Undertaker match at Mania. Imagine this years ago, him just showing up and accepting a challenge at Mania. That's insane. But this match obviously is already drawing eyes to WrestleMania. It's going to happen. And I've been introducing this one for too long, maybe. So, for this one, it's obvious. I'm going with Undertaker to go over. This is definitely his last match, in my opinion. I might have said this the last time we did Mania predictions. I don't even know if we did last year. I don't think we were around this time last year. I don't even know. But I've been saying it for years. I thought it would be his last match years ago. But this one has to be. It has to be against Cena, who he hasn't faced since maybe 2003. And that was, on SmackDown or Raw or whatever. And yeah, I'm going with Taker. He's going to go out strong, go out with a win at Mania, end his career, go in the Hall of Fame next year. And as for one thing that you can discuss possibly, because I don't want to hog the spotlight right now, talking about the chances of Taker coming back as the American Badass, and what people are saying about that. But go ahead and give your pick for this one.
All right, yeah, and you're right, man. What a bizarre build-up. I mean, John Cena continuously has been calling out the Undertaker every week. There's some percentage that he's actually going to come out, either as the Phenom, the Dead Man, or the aforementioned American Badass, Big Evil gimmick. Gimmick. We don't know. I can't confirm what gimmick he's got. I don't have a prediction for that. I mean, it'd be awesome to have him come out on the motorcycle, with the bandana. He left the cat coat and hat in the ring, and the cat, and Natalia's cat. But that could really be a sign of it. Kid Rock going into the Hall of Fame. The only Hall of Fame inductee that does not have a confirmed inductor yet is Kid Rock. Could Undertaker induct Kid Rock and then say accept the challenge? I mean, he's been camping the past 4 weeks, Undertaker. So he just found out that Cena's been calling him out. So give him some time, everybody. Thank Kayfabe News for that article. Cheap heat, cheap pop, whatever. But no, Undertaker's going to win the match. I agree with you on that. I think that Cena has taken plenty of falls in his career, and I think he'll be 110% willing to take this fall. I don't think Cena's going to be, a hog at all and try to take this match. I mean, no doubt. I think he has but is it going to happen? We don't know. I think that with all the build, I think there was even not too long ago, maybe a week or two ago, there was a video released of the WrestleMania 34 version of the game that was like WWE 2K18 WrestleMania 34 version. It was released in a different country, and it was like Roman, Brock, and then Undertaker and Cena was shown in the video. I just think that's another confirmation that this match is happening. It's taken up a month of programming. Cena's constantly done it. It will all be a waste of time. The only way that this match is not going to happen is if Undertaker would just show up at Mania and do a segment, accept the challenge, and they were faced at a later date. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think the match is going to happen. I think this is outstanding. I mean, these two going at it. Like you said, we haven't seen him since 2003. And Cena wasn't even who he is now. He was just starting. He was barely Dr. Thugonomics yet. It was crazy. But, yeah, you're right about this. Intriguing and crazy. But, yeah, we have kept you guys long enough. Probably an hour now. I hope anybody's watching. Just be sure to, follow Joe on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. We still talk about that stuff. And be sure to check out, of course, the Hall of Fame video and the NXT TakeOver New Orleans video. It should be a very, very fun weekend, guys. We're recording this on Thursday, so we haven't gotten into the weekend yet. But it should be so much fun. Hall of Fame should be so great. We talked about that. NXT should really be a great event. It always is. And then WrestleMania. And we're actually going to leave this on one more prediction. I'm going to give it to Joe as he closes. Joe, what match do you think will steal the show? And what match, steal the weekend will be the match of the weekend? And what match will be the biggest letdown? You can go ahead and predict that as you end the video. Go ahead.
Oh, wow, that's very interesting. You threw that at me. Wow. There are a lot of matches that could definitely be match of the weekend. But in my humble opinion, I think by far we're going to see the Styles Nakamura match be match of the weekend. I said it earlier as, the match of the night, but I think it will be match of the weekend. Definitely over the NXT matches. It's going to be match of the weekend. Biggest letdown? I mean, if we're talking personally, it's going to be one of the tag matches, because if Kyle knows firsthand how I feel about a lot of tag matches sometimes. I don't know. I really don't have a pick for biggest letdown. That's very tough. You threw that at me, Kyle. That's not very hashtag nice. But yeah. Do you want to throw it in, or should I end it now?
I mean, there's a couple that you could look at as letdown. I mean, I think that like you said, for some reason, I think that the Braun and his mystery partner versus Sheamus and Cesaro won't be too good. I don't think people really expect it to be all that good. I just think it'll be quick, and I think it'll bury a couple guys like Cesaro and Sheamus. That's about it. That's a tough one because this WrestleMania is so stacked. It's insanely stacked. Like, we got United States title matches, we got Intercontinental, we got Battle Royal, we got so many guys and men and women on this roster that are at WrestleMania. I think it's so cool how they do the Battle Royals. I know people are saying, "Oh, it's a filler," but hey, it gets these guys a WrestleMania paycheck. It's gonna be so fun this weekend, guys. And I'm just gonna go ahead and end it. Joe, be ready to click end, because for Joe, my name is Kyle, and this is AEW. Enjoy WrestleMania. Thank you.
Blah, blah, blah.